God's advice today. God is sending many signs, but it seems like you are ignoring all of them. So please do not ignore this video, as it is a message from God's heart to bless your life today. Before we continue, please leave your like so that more people can be reached by this message, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive more videos like this. Don't ignore this video and stay until the end. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and the second best manifestation offer in the world. God said, "My beloved child, stop now all the rush that surrounds you and allow these words to sink into the deepest part of your being, like gentle rain falling on dry and weary land. For a moment, close the doors of your heart to fear, and open them to the hope that comes from me. I know the battles you fight in silence, the burdens you carry without anyone noticing, the nights when your pillow is wet with tears you thought were invisible. Are you seeking a deep spiritual change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Imagine attracting wealth and abundance in less than a week, while blessings pour over you daily. All this begins with a simple 1-minute prayer. To discover how this technique can transform your reality, click the link in the first comment. Every step you take toward this journey not only benefits you, but also supports our channel and the dedicated team bringing this valuable content to you. Do not wait any longer to start this journey of spiritual and material transformation. Click now to learn more and begin your path toward a fuller, more abundant life. I want you to know that each one of those tears was gathered by me and turned into seeds of victory. Nothing escapes my sight, every step you take is counted and kept. There is a path I am opening before you, even if your eyes cannot yet see it, for even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Psalm 23 verse 4. The promise I give you today is of restoration, of new beginnings, and of renewed strength. What once seemed lost, I will bring back with double honor. What once shamed you will become a testimony of my power. I am the one who turns mourning into dancing, who removes ashes and clothes with joy. Do not fear tomorrow, for I am already there. Do not be frightened by today, for it is in your battles that my strong arm is revealed. Walk with confidence, my child, for your story is safe in my eternal hands. My beloved child, I know every shadow that has ever passed through your heart, every silence that has shouted louder than any word, and every desert that has made your feet bleed from walking too far. I know how many times you smiled so no one would notice the weight you carried, but I saw beyond that smile. I saw the inner storms that tried to suffocate you, the long nights when sleep would not come, and the waiting that felt endless. When you cried out for a sign, even without realizing it, I was already there, sustaining your spirit so it would not faint, holding your hands invisibly, and preventing you from falling. Nothing you have lived has gone unnoticed by my eyes. Even when everything around you felt like sinking sand, my love was the solid ground that kept your life standing. Comment, I trust in the love of God, He is my refuge. I know that darkness sometimes seems endless. There are days when the soul enters a night so dense that there is not a single flicker of hope. Thoughts rise like enemies, trying to convince you there is no way out. But, my child, I am the light that no shadow can put out. No matter how thick the darkness, one breath from me is enough to drive it away. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 30 verse 5. That morning is not a distant illusion, it is a living promise already being fulfilled. What seemed like the end will become the start of a new season. You were not created to dwell forever in the valley of affliction. you were called to walk in wide fields under the open sky of my grace. Comment, I wait for the morning the Lord has promised. I have seen the weight you carry, and it is not only your own. Many times, your shoulders have borne burdens from past stories, scars from broken promises, words that wounded, and memories that still burn. I know the repeated cycles in your family, those patterns that have often made you wonder if you were bound to the same fate. But hear me, I am the God who breaks chains and destroys curses. So if the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed. John chapter 8 verse 36. The enemy tried to keep these chains for generations, but with a single command from me, they fall apart. I am opening a new path for you and for those who will come after you. The weight that seemed impossible to let go is being lifted now. Comment, the Lord is my freedom, He broke my chains. My child, I know the times you tried to move forward but were stopped. The doors that closed, the opportunities that seemed promising and turned into frustration, the sleepless nights with a restless heart, trying to understand how everything could change. I know the days when your thoughts became internal enemies, shooting arrows at you. But none of this is greater than my love and my purpose for your life. Each battle was not proof of my absence but a sign that the enemy fears what I have planted in you. What seemed like delay was actually preparation. What seemed like loss, I am already turning into victory. Comment, my victory is in the hands of God. Your silent tears, the ones that fell in the shower or on the pillow, I have gathered one by one. None were wasted. They are seeds sown in fertile soil, and I am the Lord of the harvest. The time for germination has passed, now it is time to bloom. It does not matter if the world says there is no life in the desert, I make rivers flow in dry land. In the place where there was only pain, testimonies will sprout. Your days of weeping will be exchanged for days of laughter, and the desert that surrounded you will turn into a garden. Comment, my tears are seeds, God will bring the harvest. I have seen how many times you pretended to be fine when your heart was in pieces. I know you smiled to avoid worrying others, even when you felt as fragile as glass ready to shatter. But I was there, holding you up invisibly so you would not fall. You do not need to pretend strength before me. I know you better than anyone. It is in your weakness that my power is made perfect. When you cannot go on, I can completely. Comment, when I am weak, then I am strong in the Lord. Did you know there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deepest beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It has had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to discover this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each one of us in a unique and wonderful way. Therefore, it is important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you want to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing inspiring and transforming content, we invite you to learn about our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We are very grateful for your trust and support. My son, listen carefully. The desert that surrounded you is already beginning to bloom, and the dryness that seemed eternal is being invaded by the gentle rain of my grace. I saw when your feet stumbled on the dry dust, when your heart grew tired of waiting, and when your eyes blurred with tears for the hope that seemed delayed. But I tell you today that the time of dryness is ending. As it is written, behold, I am doing a new thing, now it springs forth, do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 19. I am the one who transforms barren lands into fertile fields, who changes starless nights into golden mornings. It is not just a new day coming, it is a new season for your soul. The pain that once seemed the end will now be the stage for my glory in your life. What once broke you will be testimony, and what once paralyzed you will be fuel for your calling. I do not just heal visible wounds but also breathe life into what was dead inside you. The restless sea that threatened to drown you is already calming under the sound of my voice. I saw the fear that made you hesitate, the waves of anxiety that crashed against you like impenetrable walls, and the cold wind that tried to steal the warmth of your faith. But now, my son, the waters are giving way to peace, and the storm will no longer have dominion over you. The safe harbor you sought is not a distant place but my living and constant presence. I am opening before you a clear path, illuminated by my hand, and you will not allow deception to lead you down dead-end alleys. With every step, you will feel my care sustaining you, and with every breath, you will realize you do not walk alone. The uncertainties that once imprisoned you will give way to trust, and the silences that once wounded you will be filled by my gentle voice saying, I am with you, and nothing will ever separate you from my love. Beloved son, keep these words as one who keeps an eternal treasure because they were breathed by my Spirit to reach the deepest part of your being. Do not fear what is to come, for what I prepare for you is infinitely greater than all you have ever dreamed. Rise up with courage and walk with your head held high, knowing that your past does not define you and that my love is the firm ground that sustains your feet. As it is written, the Lord is my light and my salvation, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life, of whom shall I be afraid? Psalm 27 verse 1. The pain that silenced you will be transformed into song, and the tears that watered your days will turn into laughter of victory. I am with you every day until the end of time, and no wind, no night, and no enemy can stop the work I began in you. The time of fear is over, it is time to live the time of promise. My beloved child, imagine for a moment the lightness of waking without that heavy weight crushing your chest, feeling the pure air fill your lungs, bringing life and hope. The peace that surpasses all understanding is ready to fill every cell of your body and every corner of your soul. I am now opening doors that have been closed for years, restoring what seemed lost, healing deep wounds, returning joy, hope, and dreams long buried. I do not ask for great acts of faith, only that you open a small crack in your heart so that my light may begin to shine through, for this miracle is for you, created with purpose, known before your very first breath. From your mother's womb, it was I who wove you, detail by detail, giving shape to your very essence. You are my masterpiece, created in my image and likeness, carrying within you fragments of my divinity. Your worth does not depend on your achievements or your mistakes, it is inherent and unchanging, sealed by my unconditional love. When the world tries to convince you that you are not enough, I tell you that you are precious, held in the palm of my hands. The sacrifice of my Son on the cross was the greatest proof of your value. Every drop of blood shed guarantees your freedom, your restoration, and your glorious destiny. But know, my child, that there is an invisible enemy who fights to keep you from seeing this truth. He uses voices, circumstances, and thoughts to whisper that you are not enough, that your best days are behind you, that change is impossible. These voices disguise themselves as realism and prudence, but their only goal is to separate you from me and the plan I have prepared. Often, even those close to you unknowingly carry seeds of doubt, accusations, and negative prophecies that feed fear and insecurity, building walls that block your path to victory. Do not allow these voices to imprison you. Recognize the truth that dwells in your spirit. You are capable, worthy, and called for great things. Pessimism and discouragement are but passing shadows before the light I have placed within you. Miracles are not for others alone, they are for you as well, because the same power that raised my Son lives and works in your life. Believe, even when all seems lost, for I am with you. I am your refuge, your strength, and your eternal hope. Embrace the promise I make to you today. The desert of your soul is blooming, tears are watering the ground that will bear fruits of victory, and darkness is giving way to a dawn full of blessings. Even in the hardest days, remember that you were chosen, called, and prepared to manifest my glory. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow, every fall, an invitation to rise stronger. Nothing can separate you from my love and the destiny we have written together. So, my child, lift your head, take a deep breath, and walk with faith and courage. Do not let the enemy's lies paralyze or define you. You are more than a conqueror, because I am with you until the end of time. The future awaiting you is bright and full of purpose, and I am here, always by your side, guiding each step, sustaining every dream, and fulfilling every promise. Trust in me and let my light shine brightly through you. Beloved son, lift up your eyes and listen carefully to the words I am giving you now, for they are meant to strengthen you and set you free. I know the traps that have been set in your path, the fear that rises like a giant to paralyze you, the procrastination whispering that tomorrow will be better, that now is not the right moment. But today I tell you, greater is he who dwells in you than any giant that stands against you. Do not allow these voices to divert you from the purpose for which I have called you. I am your commander, your divine strategist, the one who has already won every battle on your behalf. You are not alone, because where I am, victory is certain. Rise up with courage, for the power that raised Christ from the dead is alive in your spirit and working in your favor right now. Do not be deceived by the lies of the enemy, my son. Every word he whispers tries to discourage your heart and delay your destiny. But I have clothed you with power, made you strong, and covered you with my authority. Within you is an anointed warrior, someone destined to prevail. You are not a victim of circumstances, you are called to conquer. However, this victory requires your active participation, your living faith, and your steadfast actions. You cannot remain passive, waiting for blessings to fall from heaven without your effort. It is necessary that you declare your victory out loud, take your stand, and prophesy confidently over your life. Every act of faith, every word of hope, is like a roar that breaks down the walls of fear and doubt. So do not hesitate to take these spiritual actions. Every declaration of faith, every act of courage, is a powerful weapon against darkness. I want you to understand that this spiritual battle is not invisible to me. I see the battlefield all around you and the daily struggle you fight. But I also see the glory about to descend on your life like a mighty river. The chains that have bound you for years are breaking right now. Hear the sound of shackles falling to the ground. Feel the wind of freedom blowing in your spirit. From this moment forward, you are free from the chains of scarcity, sickness, fear, and sorrow. I declare an end to lack in your life because the provision I have for you is abundant and limitless. Doors that seemed permanently closed are opening before your eyes. Rivers of abundance and favor are flowing toward you from unexpected directions. This is the hour to receive the anointing of provision and restoration I am pouring out on you. No longer will you live in need, but in the overflow my love provides. I declare full health over your body, every cell regenerating, every organ functioning in perfect harmony. Divine life courses through your veins, bringing healing and renewal. Not only your physical body but also your spirit and soul are being restored. I am closing the deep wounds that have long hurt you and renewing your heart with a love so strong no pain can withstand it. The sadness of depression is being dispelled by my light, anxiety fades before the peace only I can give. The joy of the Lord will be your strength every day, the joy that sustains and lifts you up. I open the doors of favor and prepare the way for the right people and opportunities to come into your life. Strategic connections that will bring success and blessings are being aligned right now. Everything that was lost, stolen, or broken will be restored double. The time of struggle and waiting is ending, and the time of abundant harvest is beginning. I call you to take your position as a warrior and prophet of your own life. Raise your voice, declare my promises, and let your heart beat strong in the certainty that nothing is impossible for the one who believes. Son, your destiny is being fulfilled this moment. The battles that once weakened you are now testimonies of my faithfulness. I guide you with my mighty hand and prepare your steps to walk in victory. Always remember you are not alone. I am with you every day until the end of time. Every prayer, every word of faith you speak, creates a bridge between heaven and earth, bringing to you what has already been decreed in the spiritual realm. Do not fear, do not doubt. Your faith is being strengthened, and your hope renewed. Walk confidently, knowing the best is yet to come and that I will never abandon you. In every trial, remember I am your safe refuge, your unshakable fortress. Rise now, my son, with the certainty that victory is already yours. The power from above is manifesting in your life, and glory is descending like a golden river to transform all that seemed impossible. Your story is being rewritten with the colors of victory, health, prosperity, and peace. Do not merely survive, thrive with joy and boldness, for I, your God, am your ever-present help in every moment. Lift your voice, declare my truth, and watch the manifestation of my promise. I love you forever, and I am with you always. Receive your financial breakthrough now. The debts that weighed you down, the worries that stole your sleep, are being canceled by my mighty hand. I am opening multiple streams of provision and unlocking doors that the enemy tried to close. Your ability to generate wealth is growing supernaturally. Take possession of your inheritance, breathe deeply, and perceive how the atmosphere around you has changed, a climate of peace, hope, and heavenly lightness. This is not a product of your imagination, but the tangible manifestation of my power working in your life. Yet listen closely, all this is not for you to enjoy alone. Your healing, your prosperity, your restoration have a greater purpose. You will be a beacon of hope for those still walking in darkness. Your testimony has become a powerful weapon against despair. Your story of overcoming will open doors of freedom for many still imprisoned by invisible chains. Your identity has changed, beloved son. You are no longer one who seeks miracles, for now you carry miracles. You no longer need consolation, for you are an anointed comforter. You are no longer in search of answers, you are the living answer, walking among those in need. Your mission is to radiate the light you have received to those still living in darkness. With every person who crosses your path, my glory will be revealed through your presence. And you will not need to force anything, for simply being who you are now will fulfill the greater purpose of expanding my kingdom on earth. Your home has become a center of miracles, your work a sacred mission, and your relationships opportunities to manifest my love. Wherever you go, you will carry the fragrance of heaven, the power of the kingdom, and the hope of my glory. Your first mission as a beacon of light is to remain connected to the source of your power. Following this channel, this connection with me, is not optional but part of your ongoing spiritual training. Every word you hear will strengthen your new identity. Every teaching will equip you for greater impact. Every prayer will increase your capacity to manifest my glory here on earth. With love, God. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.